Just amazing. Yet another group of massive wild African elephants. They seem to be everywhere in this part of Kenya's Maasai Mara. Luckily, Kenya has decades of experience in managing human-elephant conflict, so we're on our way to meet with staff of this area's Mara Elephant Project to see what lessons we can learn about coexisting alongside these majestic creatures.
My head, oh.
Mara Elephant Project was actually established in the year 2011 when there was high poaching in the greater Mara ecosystem. In 2012, that is when we lost actually many elephants in the Mara due to poaching. That was a big threat to the elephants in the ecosystem. We started by actually employing local rangers from around the Maasai Mara. So we employ actually that rangers to work on anti-poaching work. And from that period, we can actually say that we have come up with a big success of reducing poaching from 80% of legally killed elephant up to 0 now. And so the other activity Mara Elephant Project is doing is mitigating human-elephant conflict. It's another threat coming up in the greater Mara ecosystem. You could actually see the graph is going up every year. So the animal crossing points are being closed. Once people move from livestock rearing to agriculture, that is when a big conflict will begin now, because the elephants will be moving from the protected area, going to the farms. And that's when the people will start shooting elephants with the arrows. The intention is not actually to kill these elephants, but actually to create or to move elephants from causing a lot of damage or destroying their crops.
So as human populations grow and agriculture becomes more important to the economy in areas where elephants are present, crop raiding has become a bigger and bigger issue. Luckily, some have come up with a creative and non-lethal way to deter these creatures. Chili and charcoal. The elephants don't like it one bit. But let's see how my aim is. In China recently, people were caught off guard because of a spontaneous and sudden movement of a large group of elephants from a protected nature area in a forest region into agricultural zones, residential areas, and even urban settlements. Many types of mitigation techniques were employed by Chinese authorities to try to manage this spontaneous migration of these protected creatures. But Kenya has a lot of experience when it comes to these issues. Are there any lessons that China can learn from Kenya when it comes to managing this threat?
So development and habitat loss is changing the elephant pattern or elephant movement in the ecosystem. What I saw from China is that the elephants are moving from the forest going to the urban centers. I saw elephants walking in the city, and this is actually a big challenge because we need to understand the reason why these elephants leave the forest, coming out to the community or coming out to the city. This is because these elephants might be lacking enough food in that forest or lacking enough minerals in that forest, so that's why they are going out to look for those minerals. Some of the tools that the government can use to address this issue of elephants coming out from the forest is, one is the use of drones. So this is actually monitoring these elephants whenever they go. The drones could give you an opportunity of looking ahead of where you are actually moving your elephants. The second is actually collaring of one individual from the same group, because you'll need actually to monitor how this group will be behaving after moving them to that area. So the collars, these are GPS tracking devices, and actually the size of the collar is smaller to the elephant compared to when I'm carrying that collar. The collar might be very heavy to me, but for the elephants it might be just like this watch of mine. So collaring of one individual will give you an opportunity to understand your movement. So advising communities around there maybe to plant chili, because the elephants don't like chili. So this is actually discouraging them from coming back to the people. So whenever they find a big chili farm, they'll just go back.